Hi everybody, Tom here, talking about how networking can be a great opportunity to learn. Stay tuned. A lot of times when people talk about networking, usually it's in relation to either you're out of work and you need to find a new job, or you're looking for a new job, and so people tell you to network and find a job that way. But what's often overlooked is using networking as a learning experience to take others' experiences and determine what would work for you in your role, your current role, and apply them. Many people still are employed at companies for a long time. Though some people might move jobs every 2 years, other people might work in the same company for 20 years and they've worked their way up, which is still good. But part of that is you don't always get an external opinion or external view unless you're out there networking. I spoke on this panel at HMG at the Dallas event in 2018, and James Clint, who was CIO of Remington Hotels at the time, was also on the panel. What he spoke about was amazing from what he and his company had done in digital transformation. And I bumped into him a couple of times, and I've always asked him about the talk, and has since written a document, an article on his profile. I'm going to share a link below about what he did from digital transformation. It's good to review that and to see what other companies do, because there are certain things that he had done as part of his transformation I never considered. And I wound up having dinner with him last week, a social distance COVID dinner with some other people. And I followed up a little bit more with him. And I just learned so much during that interaction. That's important to think about, is how you get knowledge in your career, in your current role, and if you're striving for something more, what experiences, skills, abilities, characteristics do those whose roles you aspire to have, right? James has been a CIO for 3 different companies, a lot of great experience, and I really enjoyed talking with him and learning from that. What I think is important about this is right now a lot of you are angry about what's going on in the country. You're angry about the COVID, the lockdowns, having to wear masks, and you're frustrated, maybe you're depressed. Well, I think you still need to keep pushing hard, keep executing, and don't let it get to you. There's a lot of opportunity out there in this country, and it all depends upon you. You're responsible for your own career, and don't let this stuff get to you. Keep pushing, keep executing, keep learning. That's what you have to do, because there's a lot of people who aren't doing that, and this will open up additional opportunities for you. So visit James' profile below, read his article. There's a lot of great stuff in there, and I learned a lot from it, and I learned a lot from the conversation I had with him last week. So that's why it's important to network. That's why you still have to engage people outside your industry, outside your current role, because there's so much learning that can be had, and so many people are willing to share. So that's my little story for today. Thanks. Bye.